Our Lady gave Saint Dominic one weapon to reform the world before warning of a chastisement, of lightning on a group of hardened sinners. What was this weapon? And did the sinners convert before suffering the punishment? Today's story has consequences for the world today, so stay tuned. Howdy, and welcome to America Needs Fatima. My name is 𝗲𝗃𝗲𝗃𝗲, and before we get going, make sure you click the subscribe button and click the notification bell, so that way you never miss out on another story of Mary. Now, the story of Saint Dominic receiving the Holy Rosary is powerful, but at the same time, many don't know the true story of what happened immediately afterward. Blessed Alain de la Roche told the story. I learned it from Saint Louis de Montfort's book, Secret of the Rosary. I cannot recommend it highly enough. It goes like this. Saint Dominic de Guzman saw how grave some people's sins were, and how that hindered the conversion of a group of heretics called the Albigensians. Now, if you haven't heard of the Albigensians before, you're not alone. But some of their beliefs might sound very familiar to you, since they're very similar to heresies we face today. Now, I'll tell you more about them after our story. So, after spending 3 days and nights doing severe penance and reparation for the sins of the Albigensians, Saint Dominic fell into a coma. At this point, Our Lady appeared to him and gave him the weapon he would use to reform the world, the Holy Rosary. Only this, she said, would reach those hardened souls and win them over for God. Then, burning with zeal, Saint Dominic went to the cathedral where unseen angels rang the bells which caused the local Albigensian heretics to gather there while Saint Dominic began to preach. But as he started his sermon, a terrible storm broke out that caused an earthquake. The sun darkened and everyone was afraid because there was so much thunder, lightning, and commotion. Then they became even more terrified when during the storm, an image of Our Lady, which was in prominent place, raised her arms to heaven 3 times to call down God's chastisement on them if they didn't convert, amend their lives, and seek the protection of Our Lady. Our Lord and Our Lady chose a cathedral as the place to show their immense power. They shook the very earth in support of their chosen saint, Saint Dominic. God's grace and power is everywhere, but it is the strongest in a Catholic Church. These places of worship act like conduits, directing to God's ear. This is why it's so important for us to go to Mass and to offer our intentions during a Mass. This is the surest way for our prayers and intentions to be heard and for us to receive the exclusive grace a Catholic Mass brings. Are you able to attend Mass regularly? I'll bet you are able to attend Mass on Sunday, but what about daily Mass? If you're not able to attend a daily Catholic Mass, well, you should join our Child of Mary program. You see, America Needs Fatima has a priest that prays a full traditional Catholic Mass every single morning for all of our Child of Mary members. As soon as someone joins our Child of Mary program, we send your name and intentions to Father Jerry, who then offers a complete Mass in their name every single morning, 365 days a year. We want everyone to be able to join us as a Child of Mary, so you can donate as much or as little as you are able, and you will still receive all 3 of your gifts when you join: a daily Mass said in your name, a subscription to Crusade magazine, and a beautiful metal lapel pin featuring the image of the miraculous pilgrim Virgin Mary, and from the most accurate image ever depicted of Our Lady. So don't wait, click the link in the description down below and become a Child of Mary today. Okay, back to Saint Dominic. Remember, Saint Dominic had just entered a cathedral where the angels rang the church bells and an earthquake shook the ground. This call to prayer and penance mirrors Our Lady of Fatima's call centuries later, but also the image matches the description of the Ark of the Covenant in the Old Testament. In the woman in Revelation, where there was lightning and an earthquake as Our Lady appears. Finally, when the storm ended, Saint Dominic went on preaching. He explained the value of the Holy Rosary so compellingly that almost all the people in Toulouse, France, embrace it and renounce their false beliefs. Before Saint Dominic received the Holy Rosary, the Church had to call a crusade against the Albigensians, but now people in the town began leading Christian lives and giving up their former bad habits. So, what was so bad about the Albigensians that God used these incredible miraculous measures to nudge them to conversion? Well, as I mentioned before, their sins were much like those we see all around us today. The Albigensians were a violent group in the 12th and 13th centuries that believed the soul must be liberated from their body. This is similar to, but not entirely the same as today's idea of being born in the wrong body, using physical mutilation to remedy it. So they endorsed suicide, denied marriage, and promoted shacking up because it was less permanent. They considered the body inherently evil, but still misused it for impurity. And of course, they hated procreation. They taught that matter was evil. They denied our Lord's incarnation, resurrection, and Our Lady's maternity. Like today, though, for slightly different reasons, many deny our Lord and Our Lady's governance over worldly affairs. Considering the state of the world that we find ourselves in today, we desperately need conversion like the Albigensians. Now, God can use the Holy Rosary again to convert the world, as Our Lady requested at Fatima. We must pray the Holy Rosary and do penance to save sinners like Saint Dominic did. After all, Our Lady told Saint Dominic to preach the angelic salutation because in this way, God made over the world. Now, thank you for watching, and may God bless you and Mary Immaculate keep you under her mantle. God love you. Thanks for watching. To save souls, there needs to be more Fatima-focused content on YouTube. If you agree and you want to help me make more videos, please join our special Child of Mary group. As a Child of Mary, you'll get a beautiful Fatima pin, plus inspiring reports on America Needs Fatima work to save souls. Click the link in the description below to learn more and become a Child of Mary. God love you.